Hey Knights, it's Miss LaPaglia. Today you're working on Module 4, Day 1, ideally completed on April 27th, Literacy Classwork. Your objectives for today are as follows. You will be able to define and use the vocabulary words pandemic and contagious by learning about the 1918 flu pandemic and completing a flowchart of events using a news article titled The 1918 Flu Pandemic That Killed Millions. We'd also like you to be able to define the words pandemic and contagious and use those words properly in a graphic organizer. The key knowledge that you'll gain in this lesson is to define and use the words contagious and pandemic and learn about the 1918 flu pandemic and the impact it had on society within the United States and globally. We've made a couple of changes to lessons this week. One of the biggest ones is that every time you see this gold star icon, you have something on that slide that you need to do, whether it's write, choose a multiple choice answer, or drag and drop. So every time you see this gold star icon, there's something on that slide for you to do. First, you'll begin with a do now. In this do now, you'll see a photograph from the year 1918. We'd like you to take a close look at this picture and then respond with what you see and what you think is happening. We are looking for 2 to 3 complete, well-written sentences. There are some sentence starters if you would like to use them. Next, you have 2 new vocabulary words. Please read and review the definitions and usage of these words. If you click on the icon for volume, it will allow you to play those directions and hear those words read out loud. After you have familiarized yourself with the meaning of the words pandemic and contagious, please take them from the word bank and drag and drop them to the blanks in these sentences. You'll see the gold star here as an indication that there's work for you to do on this slide. Next, you have a timeline drag and drop. You have a series of different events that happened in 1917 and 1918. We'd like you to put them in chronological order on this timeline. You need to look at the month and the year to make sure that you've put those in the correct order. Then we'd like you to review the timeline and think about which of those events really stands out to you, which one of them strikes you as interesting, surprising, or unusual, and why. There's a sentence starter here that you can use. After that, you have a video from the History Channel that talks about the Spanish flu and what happened during that flu pandemic. You have 3 multiple choice questions to answer. Clicking on the volume icon will read the questions out loud to you. Once you're done watching that video, you have a short article to read that is titled The 1918 Flu Pandemic That Killed Millions. This is leveled by craftsman, apprentice, and novice. If you forgot your level, you can click here. Once you've remembered what level you are, craftsman will read the purple coded article, apprentice will read orange, novice will read green. After you're done reading, you're going to move on to the flowchart on slides 11 and 12. On the flowchart, you need to fill out the boxes that say key important details and supporting quotes. There's an example here for you so you can see what level of detail and quality we're looking for. You'll do the same thing on this slide with the sections Fighting the Flu and Flu Takes a Heavy Toll on Society. Continuing to see these gold star icons throughout the slides, that's an indication to you that that is a place that you have work to do. Finally, you'll finish up your lesson today by logging into Edulastic. Your mastery check is titled DL_nonfiction_MC_day 1. If you have any questions or need something from us, please don't hesitate to reach out, whether through a direct Teams message or using the Miss I Have a Question form. Have a great day, and we can't wait to see what you learn.